You won't believe what happened when a young girl selling her artwork to pay for life-saving chemotherapy caught the attention of one of the most generous people on the planet. This is a story about hope, kindness, and how one moment can change everything. Her name was Lily. She was only 14 years old but had already faced more challenges than most adults ever would. 2 months ago, she started feeling tired all the time. Her parents thought it was just school stress or maybe a cold that wouldn't go away. But then came the bruises, dark spots appearing out of nowhere, and the pain in her bones. The doctors called it leukemia. Lily's world turned upside down overnight. Chemotherapy treatments were expensive, and her family didn't have much money to begin with. Her dad worked as a mechanic, fixing cars from sunrise to sunset, while her mom cleaned houses to make ends meet. They did their best, but medical bills piled up faster than they could handle. That's when Lily decided to do something herself. She loved art. Ever since she was little, drawing and painting gave her a way to escape into another world. So she came up with an idea. What if she sold her artwork? People might like it, and every dollar could help cover her treatment costs. With her parents' permission, she set up a small table outside a busy shopping center. On it, she placed colorful paintings of sunsets, animals, and abstract designs. Each piece told a story. Her story. For weeks, Lily sat there after school, rain or shine, hoping strangers would stop and buy her work. Some days, no one noticed her. Other days, kind people bought a few pieces. It wasn't much, but every sale brought her closer to affording the next round of chemo. Then one sunny afternoon, something extraordinary happened. Lily was having a tough day. Not many people had stopped by her table, and the ones who did mostly just glanced at her paintings before walking away. She tried not to let it bother her, but deep down, she felt discouraged. Her mom had told her that morning how worried they were about paying for her next treatment. The thought weighed heavily on her mind. As she sat there, head resting on her hands, a man walked past. He looked ordinary enough, jeans, sneakers, and a plain t-shirt, but something about him caught Lily's eye. Maybe it was the way he slowed down as he passed her table, glancing at her artwork with genuine interest. Or maybe it was the warm smile he gave her when their eyes met. "Hi," he said, stopping in front of her table. "These are really good." Lily blinked, surprised. Most people didn't say much beyond asking the price. "Thanks," she replied shyly. "I made them myself." The man nodded, picking up one of her smaller paintings, a vibrant sunset over a calm ocean. "How much is this one?" he asked. "It's $10, Lily answered quickly, trying not to sound too eager. He handed her a $20 bill without hesitation. "Keep the change," he said with a grin. Then, instead of leaving, he stayed and started looking through her other pieces. Lily couldn't help but feel curious. There was something different about this guy. He seemed genuinely interested in her art, asking questions about her techniques and where she got her inspiration. She found herself opening up to him, explaining how colors helped her express emotions she sometimes struggled to put into words. After a few minutes, the man picked out two more paintings, one of a golden retriever and another of a swirling galaxy, and paid for them. By now, a small crowd had gathered around Lily's table, drawn by the friendly conversation and the growing pile of cash in her donation jar. People began browsing her artwork, some even buying pieces they liked. But then came the moment no one saw coming. As the man handed over the money for his third painting, he paused and looked directly at Lily. "You know," he said, his voice calm but carrying a hint of excitement, "your art is amazing. You shouldn't have to sell it just to afford treatment." Lily froze, unsure of what to say. She hadn't told this stranger why she was selling her artwork. She didn't want people to feel sorry for her or think she was looking for handouts. But somehow, this man already knew. He pulled out his phone and tapped on it for a moment before showing her the screen. It was a video, a clip of him giving away thousands of dollars to strangers, helping them pay off debt, buy homes, or fulfill lifelong dreams. The username under the video read MrBeast. "I'm Jimmy," he said with a smile. and I'd like to help you." Before Lily could respond, Jimmy turned to the growing crowd around her table. "Everyone here knows how hard life can be sometimes," he announced. "But today, we're going to make things a little easier for this incredible girl." With that, he reached into his pocket and pulled out a checkbook. Scribbling quickly, he tore off the check and held it up for everyone to see. The amount written on it made gasps ripple through the crowd. $50,000. "This should cover your treatments, and then some," Jimmy said, handing the check to Lily. Her hands trembled as she took it, tears streaming down her face. For the first time in months, she felt hope, not just for herself, but for her family too. The crowd erupted into applause. Strangers who had stopped by her table earlier now lined up to buy more of her paintings, many paying far above the asking price. Someone even started a fundraiser online, sharing photos of Lily and her art with the hashtag #ArtForLily. Within hours, donations poured in from across the country. Later that evening, Lily sat with her parents, still holding the check tightly in her hands. Her mom hugged her tightly, crying tears of relief, while her dad kept shaking his head in disbelief. "We'll get through this," he whispered. "Together." Jimmy stayed long enough to take a photo with Lily and her family, promising to keep in touch. Before he left, he leaned down and gave her one last piece of advice. "Never stop creating, Lily. Your art has the power to inspire people," and inspire it did. News outlets picked up the story, calling Lily the artist of hope. People began commissioning her for custom pieces, and soon her artwork was being displayed in galleries. The attention wasn't just good for her career, it also brought awareness to childhood cancer, inspiring others to donate to research and support families in need. But here's the thing, this wasn't the end of Lily's journey. A few weeks later, she received a mysterious package in the mail. Inside was a note that read, "Your courage inspired me. Here's one more gift to keep chasing your dreams." Attached to the note was a plane ticket to Paris. Who sent it, and why? Could it be Jimmy again, or someone else touched by her story? Hit subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.